highly popular 21st Century Road to Housing Act is now law in the United States. Every member of Idaho's delegation voted for it. Its goal is to make it easier to buy and build homes so that more people can achieve the dream of home ownership. But will it actually work? Justin Core talked to an expert. Justin, will this help fix the housing crisis?
Well, Hunter, it will help fix the housing crisis. That word help, doing a lot of work there. So not going to fix it on its own. First, I understand everyone's pessimism when it comes to Congress working together to fix an issue affecting nearly every American's life, even though that's sort of their whole purpose. However, this new law legitimately does some good things. It improves access to housing loans and grants, improves investment in a home building program, unlocks billions of dollars of investment in the low-income housing tax credit, and increases the cap for rental assistance. Also deregulates to try to cut down on construction and zoning delays. But Chuck Crocht with the Idaho Housing and Finance Association says that is not enough to fix the housing crisis, at least not all on its own.
It is a positive step in the right direction. It tackles several of the barriers to home ownership at once. But as you know, Justin, there's no single solution to today's housing challenges. There's no silver bullet. We've talked about this in the past. But, any policy that increases housing opportunities, especially that supports first-time home buyers, can make a big, meaningful difference. The one thing that I think, or one of the things within the act that does bring some focus to reducing some regulatory burdens to new construction, which in turn should open up new housing opportunities across the state, especially in the rural communities where we haven't seen a lot of new construction. It's been lagging for several years.
But I know some of you are already crafting texts, something like, what you need to do is keep corporations like BlackRock from buying up all the homes, keeping families from buying them. Send. Well, this law does actually cap the number of single-family homes that large institutional investors like BlackRock can buy. Chuck says that will also help, but it's also not a big problem in Idaho.
I would say it's more of a national issue. So from the data that I've seen, institutional investors, and this would mean large corporations like BlackRock, not your guy that might own, an investment property or two or three. These institutional investors haven't had a large footprint in Idaho like they have in some other states. It's around 20% from the data that I'm seeing. So I don't expect that provision of the act alone will dramatically change the market. The bigger challenge here is simply that we need more homes to meet the current demand situation.
So are more homes being built to keep up with that demand? No. Hunter?
Okay, so will this new law get more homes built?
So it clears the way for it, right? It cuts some red tape to allow for more homes to be built, but whether or not they're built is really still up to the builders. And we'll talk about maybe some of their motivations and why they're not building as many homes as they have in the past tomorrow, right here on the 208.
Love a good tease. I do have one more follow-up question.
Sure.
When he is talking about, investors maybe not doing that as much in Idaho, is it because our housing prices are so much higher compared to other parts like the Midwest, maybe where they're lower?
Not necessarily. And 20%, a lot of people may see that and be like, oh, geez, that's still a pretty high number. There's money to be made here, but you're right. There probably is more money to be made maybe in a San Francisco, New York City market, something like that. But again, 20%, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Justin, thank you.